Well, g'day, I'm Scott Wright, the CEO of Angus Australia, and thank you for joining us for the Spring Bull Night 2026. Whether you're still in the cattle yards, whether you're around the kitchen table, in your lounge room, or wherever you happen to be today, thank you for joining us. We've taken your feedback on board over the last few years, and we've changed the format tonight. So it'll be one night, 90 minutes, over 30 sires, and we'll just have 2 minutes per bull, because we've realised that the best presenters don't take very long to show you their great genetics. Now, the Angus breed, as you know, is the balanced breed, and tonight you'll see a range of options for your organisation, for your breeding herd. We've got heifer, easy calving bulls, we've got carcass performance, growth, and then female fertility. Whatever you need to lift your herd, you'll see it tonight. So I hope you enjoy the lineup of bulls. There's a great range of options. Let's get into it.
G'day, Rob Wadley here from Agrigene, and we're back at it. We've been on the road viewing progeny to bring to you another Spring Angus Bull Night. This time it's 2026, and we've got 5 bulls for your viewing pleasure. Just a couple of minutes on each one tonight, scattered throughout the night, but we will work on getting some longer extended videos that you'll be able to find on our socials and YouTube. We're going to start off with Millamurra Ulsterman. Comes to you as a proven bull that you'll have some confidence in and hasn't been widely used in the industry just yet. A bull with immense amount of power. I was lucky enough to actually find this bull. I was at TLG viewing some bulls, and I stumbled across a big, powerful Angus bull in the pen on the corner there. I was like, geez, what's that bull? So I quickly had a look, spun him around. I hadn't seen the brand or anything yet, and I just thought, man, that's a bull that we could use with a bit of extra frame and some bone and really good heel underneath him. Had the pleasure of going to Millamurra, looking through the heifers there. We saw about 8 or 10 of these Ulsterman heifers. One thing I saw the bull, I'd like to correct maybe, I thought, a little more flank, but look at these heifers, just phenomenal amount of depth and length to them. Again, still got that nice front end, still got plenty of muscle, got the bone in them that you'd expect, and added a bit of flank, which I was surprised. So really happy with how these females look. Went and looked at the bulls, especially there's a couple coming up in the sale. If they're not at the front end or the top of that sale, I'll be very surprised. This Millamurra Ulsterman bull is absolutely breeding the house down, and he's done a treat. Some other advantages is his balanced trait performance. Just a great spread right throughout. He's got a little bit of birth, but really solid. I like the Calving Ease Direct versus the Calving Ease Daughters. I don't know if there's a bull in AI that's got a spread like that. And if you've used a lot of Calving Ease bulls and you're trying to get out of that, problem where your cows are starting to narrow up, this is the type of bull that will do that, and he will really open those cows up through the pins and plenty of width behind. And I think then you can go forth and join those cows to a lot of different bulls. That's where this Ulsterman's advantage is going to be, is the females, and they're really big spread. You can join those cows too. Ripping pedigree on this bull. We've talked about the performance he's got. We've talked about the physical presence of the bull. Ross can tell you all day about how much he likes the bull, and he's starting to use him a little bit more in his program, even though there is a fair tie-up on pedigree for him. But just comes to you, ready to roll, nice and proven. No questions to ask, no hidden gems in the closet. Great feet on the bull. I think he's a bull that can be used quite widely across the industry.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the 2026 Angus Australia Annual Bull Night. My name's Fletch. I'm joined by Rhiannon, Kim and Kieran, and we are from AEST Australia Beef. We've got a nice selection of bulls to run through tonight. A little bit of a mix between some proven bulls with progeny reports, as well as some new bulls we're going to be launching this spring. We really hope you enjoy our selection.
Our team at ABS are going to offer you clear, honest, accurate information on the bulls we're going to present tonight.
So sit back and enjoy.
I'm here to talk about RC Lucchese L101. Some call him Lachise. I had the privilege to speak about Tehama Patriarch back in 2023, and now I had that same privilege to speak of the next level Patriarch son with added frame and length of body. Last year, I was lucky to view Lucchese in the flesh, and this year, Fletch had the opportunity to cast his eyes over this grand bull again. Thick, deep calving ease option, that offers added bone and substance. Exceptional phenotype, he is going from strength to strength at both GDAR and Baldridge Angus, both in terms of form and function. Maternally, his depth of body, spring of rig, structural soundness have passed down to his replacement females. Exceptional docility is inherited consistently across his progeny. Fletcher's inspection of progeny at GDAR in both bred 2-year-olds, yearling heifers and bull calves are all demonstrating how Lucchese is absolutely stamping his progeny with type and muscle. Looking at his EBVs, he's in the top 1 and 2 percentile for calving East Direct and calving daughters. He's the top 3% for 400 day at 125 and top 13% for 600 day, plus at 143. His claw and angle sits comfortably at 6 and 9 percentile with his indexes all above 10%. Lucchese will breed to add performance, balance, easy fleshing capability with strong maternal lines, with sound structure and docility. We see Lucchese daughters will become foundation dams as they mature in production.
Hi everyone, and thank you for joining us for the 2026 Angus Australia Spring Bull Night. Genetics Australia is pleased to be returning to your screens this spring with a high calibre lineup of Angus bulls for your consideration. It's great to see strong market and favourable seasonal conditions across many areas of Australia, and we're certainly looking forward to a busy season ahead. We're also excited to welcome Julie Pocock to the Genetics Australia team. Julie has recently joined us and will be servicing clients throughout northern New South Wales and Queensland. Now, let's take a look at the Genetics Australia Angus sire lineup for spring 2026.
This bull needs little introduction after achieving the top price at the 2026 NOLA livestock sale, knocking down to Mackenzie Ag Services for $140,000. So let's get into the details. As we know, the bull has an amazing phenotype. Thick set, strong top line, neat tail head with an impressive hindquarter. The bull is correct all over. Superb docility, tidy sheath, excellent angles and great feet. Independently scored a 5 for claw shape and he tracks very well. Onto his pedigree, quite the outcross from many stud breeders out of the well-regarded homebred bull revolution. 3 generations of high quality Australian genetics with the addition of Maori reality. What many may not know is that VIP's dam is responsible for 10 calves at the age of 6 years. She conceived to the first round of AI for her first 2 years before joining the donor pen. A beautifully feminine cow with a strong spine and excellent udder. Finally, when we consider VIP's breeding figures, we can appreciate why competition for the bull pushed him to over 6 figures at auction. Incredibly balanced from start to end, short gestation length calving his bull with growth in the top 15% of the breed. Excellent fertility and milk where you want it. Awesome carcass with huge EMA, positive fats and plus 3.5 for IMF. He's quiet enough to scratch in the pen, and the wonderful disposition we see in the paddock is backed up by docility in the top 1% of the breed. Top 3% for claw set to back up his immaculate foot structure. This bull offers breeders so much improvement in both structure and docility while delivering great overall performance and type.
Welcome to the 2026 Angus Australia Spring Bull Night, presented to you by ST Genetics. Tonight, we have the pleasure of bringing to you 5 of the leading Angus sires in this year's 2026 Spring Catalogue. So get comfortable, relax, and come along for the ride as we show you through ST Genetics bulls. Hey guys, Lockie McLaughlin from ST Genetics here. We're here at Featherstone Angus in crossover Gippsland. We've just spent this morning clipping and picturing Cluny Range Untouchable U441, the $300,000 sire from the 2025 Cluny Range sale. Semen is on the move, and you can certainly appreciate why when you have a bull in the top 15% for 2, 4, 600 day weight, in the top 5% for structure, and with no surprise, he sits in the top 10% for docility. And when you combine all that with the phenotypical look like he has, you can certainly appreciate why he's the sire this industry has been looking for. So my question to you is, are you looking to improve structure, docility? Well, give the team at ST a call, and we look forward to working with you.
Hi, my name's Chad Hall from Hallmark Genetics. Hallmark Genetics is a newly established genetics marketing company focused on accessing only the best sires that we can find. Today we've got two really exciting bulls to show you at the Spring Angus Bull Night, Millimara Ultrajet and Millimara Ulsterman. Both bulls have an exceptional fit across a number of different programs, and we're seeing some exceptional sires come out of the Millimara program this year out of both of those bulls. Look forward to showing you what we've got.
Ultrajet U356 was the sale topper in 2024 assay yearling for $140,000. Sold to Shepwalk Angus in WA, Jordan Whiting's stud with Hallmark Genetics as the semen agent. Wow, I mean, I love him and I love the calves. We've just got the first cohort coming through in the yearlings, and you commented on a couple yesterday. I said, I'm pretty sure they're Ultrajets, and they were. Really good body mass, sound as bells, quiet, really, and pretty good outcross to the industry. He's out of a nugget daughter, not pre R96 by the Millwilla Bull Ramjet. We've used him on heifers widely, and we continue to use him. We're only at the yearling stage with them, but I love him. So yeah, he's a very good option.
He's an exceptionally well put together bull, really nice phenotype, great feet and legs structure, and a really good data set go with him. We're seeing the progeny come through now with exceptional structure. Really excited about what Ultrajet's doing. He's an excellent outcross option across a number of different situations. Really good heifer bull, the type of bull that you'd put over your heifers and you can sleep at night. He's a moderate birth weight with an exceptionally short gestation length and really good calving ease traits.
Welcome to the 2026 Angus Australia Bull Night. My name's Vaughan Johnson from CMEX Australia, and we're pleased to present to you tonight two sires that feature in our spring release sire catalogue. Pineview Vizina has done a great job of recent times, producing sons that have top sales and been really well received by the commercial producer. And Sentinel 238M is a new sire to be released this spring. And if you look into it deeply, you'll see that he brings a lot to the table. We invite Dennis Terienko, sire analysis for CMEX Beef, to make his special comments. Well, Dennis, Pineview Vizina has been a real success here in Australia, now having 584 progeny registered and been very popular in the bull sales in the last few months and topping sales. We probably have the last of our inventory in 2026.
Yeah, it's really great to hear, Vaughn. He's done a really good job. I mean, he just checks so many boxes right across the board. And I've been following him, what he's done in Australia, and then your comment on the semen in other countries. He's been really popular around the world, so that semen stock has gotten pretty depleted. The resounding popularity on him a lot is just that he does check all those boxes. He's a real high-ranking calving ease bull. really does the 200, 400, 600 growth really well. You know, he's top ranking on all of those. But then when you go across the board, he's got a lot of milk in him and a lot of EMA, and really the docility and carcass weight, you know, are really nice bonuses when you look at him. He just really does so many areas really well. You know, you definitely call him a curve vendor bull with the extras.
Now, Dennis, we've had a fair few Pineview prefix Angus bulls in our lineup over the last few years, and they've been very successful for us over a few years now. Can you tell us a bit more about the cow family and what's really backing up the longevity of Vizina?
Yeah, very true. You know, the Pineview cattle have been really successful for us in you know, the North American marketplace, as well as, you know, lots of other countries around the globe. And it's a really a great program. They're very data focused. You know, the cattle got to have some carcass to them, but they're very, very phenotype oriented as well. They're one of the programs that I've come across in the U.S. that you've got to have the data and the phenotype. You know, they really value udders, they value feet, they value structural.
Welcome everybody, Dale Edwards here from Worldwide Size. Presentation of the Angus Australia Spring Bull Night. Joined here by Ryan Bodenhausen from Select Size. Ryan, we're going to go over some of our highlight bulls that we've recently acquired, some bulls that we've acquired last year as well. Tremendous lineup of new bulls, tremendous lineup of bulls that have been really performing for us over the last couple of years, and really had a highlight acquisition that maybe, Ryan, you'd be good enough to tell us about from this acquisition season.
Yeah, I think the first bull that we want to touch on, Dale, is Boyd Galaxy, and he's kind of one of the premier acquisitions through this spring season, a bull that we identified pretty early in the spring. He was a member of Boyd's Pen that went to Oklahoma City.
Yep.
And so a bull that excels first for phenotype. He's really, really attractive, really good structure. He's got a lot of body, a lot of look, plenty of muscle shape. I think the other unique thing about this bull is he does come from a maternal sister of Bedrock, so you've kind of got the built-in predictability of the cow family to go with it. And we can talk about the cow family and the phenotype all day long, but then also as we dig into the EPDs, he's pretty elite for a lot of categories. When we talk about bulls that are balanced, offer calving ease, growth, maternal traits like heifer pregnancy, hair shed, pap, but he's also over a point for marbling and a point for ribeye, which ends up with a very high dollar M value and a very high dollar C value. And I think the other thing that's pretty unique about this bull or cool is he, even since we acquired him, his numbers have gotten even better. Yep. Some data came in from his sire as well that helped push him a little higher for dollar C and for some of the carcass traits. And so you combine all of that into one package. I mean, he really is a bull that has no holes. We've got the cow family and pedigree covered, we've got the phenotype covered, and we've got those genetic values covered as well.
Yeah, he really seems like a bull that probably fits, you know, our program as well, as you say, with those, you know, that foot quality, that maternal type quality that we really value.
Check on availability, and he's probably going to be a pretty unique sire that'll be maybe limited to even kind of some flushes and elite opportunities.
G'day everyone, and welcome to the Spring Angus Bull Night for Breeder Genetics for 2026. We've just got 3 bulls we're going to talk about this evening, so without further ado, let's rip into it. The first cab off the rank tonight is Millamara Valentino V414. Valentino set the pace as the top price bull at last year's Millamara sale, selling for $200,000 to Stradbroke Angus. He's objectively sound across every trait, phenotypically spot on, with an ideal maturity pattern and thickness. He's got a superb docility, strong head, an elegant profile, with a beautiful head carriage, all matched by a smooth, athletic gait, rock solid feet, and really good angles down on those feet and legs. Even in the finer details, Valentino excels, with a perfectly even set of nuts under him measuring at 40 centimetres at 13 months of age, with a really neat sheath, lovely soft hair stripe, and he's got no white markings under him. He owns a very strong Australian pedigree. Valentino is the product of a rising donor in the MM program from the Flower Cow family. I got the chance to see Valentino's mother at the start of the year. She's a really sound, neat-uded female with lots of softness and a great hair type and overall functional build. Valentino's maternal background is stacked with a lot of strong females that have all had high producers at Millamara. Really excitingly, sexed female, both male and female, is now available, as well as we're ready to export semen all over the globe, whether that's New Zealand, North America and even Europe. He's a really logical step forward from the Trigger sire line, offering a balanced data set, incredibly structurally sound, a powerful pedigree and maybe a touch more frame than what we've seen in some of the Triggers. Valentino has had a great uptake and usage over the last 12 months, so if you want him on your list for this 2026 breeding season, I'd suggest you get in touch and let's make it happen.
At Transover, we believe progress is built through partnerships. For more than 45 years, we've worked alongside producers to accelerate genetic advancement and create lasting value. With flexible options from satellite locations across Australia and on-centre services at our Victorian-based facility. Not forgetting our mobile laboratory. IVF is more accessible than ever. Transover, make more of your best.
Flower and the next sire I want to talk about is BAR Dubliner, the Basin Jamieson son. Do you want to talk a little bit about this bull?
Sure, Lockie. So BAR Dubliner came from a flush of Jamieson sons that was very, very popular in the Barnett Angus Ranch sale last fall here in the US. And the bull was one of the popular brothers of the flush that we identified as one that was really, really good in his muscle expression. He's conservative for size. We think the daughters will be right-sized for low input environments. They should be easy fleshing cattle that have lots of calving ease, but still have that muscle expression, have the body density, have the fleshing ability that we're looking for.
Absolutely, and certainly, his calving ease and growth numbers really do come to mind this spring.
Yeah, so I know the bull is very good on an Australian data set. I know I can speak to his US EPDs and tell you that he's a big spread bull, meaning that he'd be like top 1% for calving ease, but still in the top couple percent of the breed for weaning weight and yearling weight. So a heifer safe type of bull that still has lots of growth.
Absolutely, and one to keep in mind for this spring joining.
Absolutely. One other thing I'd mention on Dubliner is his docility. The bull's top 1% of the breed for docility in the US database. And in our dollar maternal index, which we use here in the US, he's also in the top 1% of the breed for dollar maternal. So a unique genetic combination with a bull that has a phenotype, a pedigree that's very, very unique.
Right, you're back with the team at Agrigene, and we're into the heifer specialist for this spring, Granite Ridge Velocity. Purchased by Sarah Park, and talk to Herb Duddy, he'll tell you there's 235,000 reasons why this bull had to be in his paddock. Just an awesome, well-balanced individual, super long fronted, moves really well, gets through all his marks and does everything right. In fact, he's done everything right from the time he was purchased. He left his home there at Granite Ridge, went to TLG. He's made all the semen we need, I think, for the spring, and he's going north up to Sarah Park very, very soon. If you want to see him, reach out. We'll set up a visit for you, because we really think a lot of breeders need to use a bull like this that's got all the power and balance that you need in a fault-free package. Absolutely one of the cleanest made bulls in our lineup. Very good at ground level as well, and just a beautiful skin and hair type. Big strong head on the guy. A lot to really like about this bull from phenotype. get on in, have a look at his performance. You can see it there, plenty of nice low birth, obviously for that heifer job. Can be used commercially as well on that heifer project, Ringus, and we'll talk about that. Also, enough grow, huge EMA, over 9, +1s on fats, everything the doctor ordered. 4.8 marbling, I think, to this point. Gets better on Angus genetic, if that's something you're looking at as well. So anyway, jump into him. He's a ripper. Let's have a look at his dam. So J177, this Granite Ridge cow, produced 7 calves at a 365-day calving interval, all in a row, obviously. That's under 2 different owners in that stud, and just phenomenal. That's what we love to see in the cows that we want to pick stud size out of, and it doesn't always happen in this AI world. I think he's a bull that he's a must-use bull for anyone this spring, and if you want to propel your program, you need to get on to Granite Ridge Velocity.
The dichotomy within the Angus breed between high carcass and high indexing cattle versus acceptable phenotype and maternal traits, I think is a real challenge for a lot of breeders out there. Trio Utopia U101, for that reason, is truly unique. He's an awesome bull. He's built like the proverbial brick outhouse. He's long spined, he's thick topped, and he's packed with red meat. Just on phenotype alone, I think he's a bull that anyone would use any day of the week. What makes Trio Utopia so unique is his combination of phenotype and his data. Phenotypically, he's just awesome. A cracking set of feet and deep, thick and wide from every angle. Then you consider his data. Big time calving ease, ultra low gestation and a great birth to growth spread. Then you get to his carcass numbers. Good EMA, positive fats and a whopping 5.1 for IMF. Utopia's top 1% for 9 out of the 11 indexes and he's top 2% for the other 2. In my opinion, there is no other bull out there in the industry at the moment that can match Utopia on phenotype and data. And go and have a look at the first sons that are selling this spring at Paringa Livestock, and I reckon you'll really like them. In my opinion, Utopia is a must-use bull for spring 2026.
Ulsterman just brings power. He's just grunt, but he doesn't sacrifice structure at all. He's probably one of the better footed bulls that I've seen and carrying a reasonable amount of weight over the top, and he's just flawless. Really exceptional structure, but huge amount of power.
Ulsterman U145. He's a rector son from Flower N30. He was the calf at side of Flower N30 when she sold for the $140,000 half share at our cow sale. Look, he's a magnificently structured bull. That would be the first thing I'd say. Fabulous feet, you could bottle them, they're magnificent. Tight sheath, everything's spot on. Really good Angus head, strong, kind head, beautiful moving bull, wonderful muscle content, big top line on him. Yeah, everything about him spot on. And saw some of those first sons, you know, W20 and W50, just magnificent. I get asked all the time of Kiwis ringing me, of Europeans ringing me. The only thing I'd say is he's big. If you want him to be careful on the size of your cow herd, I wouldn't put him on big cows, but otherwise shoot at will.
We're really excited at some of his progeny that are coming through. He's just a powerful bull. He's just puts a lot of muscle and softness into his progeny, and we see them through some of the outstanding lots through the Millamara sale this year. He's a really, really good option there for just putting power into your herd and really keeping that good Angus type. Ulsterman's data set's pretty handy. He's got some really good maternal characteristics. He's top 1% of his breed for gestation length. He's got really good calving ease direct numbers, excellent growth and positive fats. Yeah, there's a lot there to be desired. Both of these bulls have pedigrees that run deep. They've got sires and dams that have performed themselves and that carry the traits that we're chasing around structure, phenotype, that real performance Angus animal.
Sigean Empire 3715 from renowned Sigean family who have dedicated over 7 decades to the industry, contributing elite sires in the Angus breed. Empire has made headlines as the top selling and lead-off bull at their 2024 sale. He walked with confidence, demonstrating authority in the sale video, and he continues to rule with that supreme presence. Recent inspections of Empire confirm his mass, thickness with length of body. He has a strong spine and has a smooth skin. First, looking at his EPDs, you can appreciate what he has to offer on data. Maternally, take a look at his milk EPD, plus 38, sitting at top 3%. His claw and angle sit at the top 15 and 10% respectively. Empire sits at the top 10% for functional longevity, which is a US maternal trait used to estimate the reproductive longevity of a sire's daughter. Now take a look at the production of this powerhouse. On his Australian EBVs, he sits in the top 4, 5 and 9% for 2, 4 and 600 days, with his carcass weight converting to the top 8%. His EMA is plus 11.9 with his IMS at plus 2.7, and he sits in the top 2% for most indexes. Sigean Empire combines calving ease and growth. He offers those maternal traits for replacement heifers, as well as muscle and power for bull production. Empire is a bull well worth a spot in your tank this spring.
Right, you're back with Agrigene, and we can't wait to take you along for the ride on Down T Venerate. A young bull that's stalled at Down T this spring in the US, made over 160,000 US, and just an awesome individual. You can see why, and apparently he was admired by many that went to their bull sale, obviously, and across the board in the US there. He was a bit of a standout. From a type point of view, like heaps of mass and power, plenty of springer ribs, soft, soggy sort of calf that was really docile and quiet. So ticked a lot of boxes there. Also, performance is pretty awesome on this bull. Then have a look at the pedigree and the dam side. So that's a Pride family who's been awesome for the Stevensons. You know, I think there's 7, might be 8 sires out of that line already, if you go back far enough, that have produced sons, either dams, grandams or great grandams in that cow family. The mother obviously being a Pappy, who was a bull that never came to Australia, but pedigree is a little similar. So it gives you a little something different there. Also, yeah, the basic keystone is the sire. I think this Venerate bull's a little better hair type. Good heel on him too, and good foot structure. I think he'll take us forward absolutely from a number of points, really. Venerate is a bull that Daryl Stevenson himself has used. He said he hasn't used a yearling bull of his own for over 12 years. And he's got 45 odd progeny on the ground. He says they're long, they're thick, they're black, they're really coming into themselves, and he's pretty pumped up and doesn't own any semen interest in this bull at all. It gives me confidence. He's laying it out for me pretty straight. So yeah, a lot to like about the Venerate bull. Maybe protect a little on tailhead if anything, but outside of that, just an awesome individual and pretty cool to look at. And if you don't want to sacrifice your data and your type, Venerate probably should be in your size selection list for this spring, and also available as of the end of August.
Unrivaled is a bull that has exceeded all expectations. We knew he was a good bull with good performance and had great potential in the market. What we didn't consider is that such a unique data set with an outcross pedigree would cause Unrivaled to soar to our top bull for beef-on-beef sales in 2025. He has matured into an impressive upstanding bull that attracts the eye and demands the attention of astute Angus breeders. A strong head and top line are the headliners, but the valuable detail is in his foot quality and quiet disposition. He adds a touch more frame than average and more power and grunt than you would expect from a low birth weight and high marbling sire. Unrivaled will combine well with daughters of some high-use American sires that need a bit of stretch, foot improvement and attitude readjustment. I hate to say it, but his data set is simply unrivaled. Low birth weight, high growth, mature cow weight under his 400-day weight, with high mature cow body condition. Combining high body condition with high milk is a feat not to be undervalued either. Next, he combines IMF of plus 5.3 with feed efficiency in the top 25% of the breed, along with high carcass weight, EMA and positive fats. Unrivaled, unique, unbelievable. However you want to describe him, Unrivaled needs to be at the top of your list this spring, and semen is in short supply, so please act early to avoid missing out.
Well, Dennis, we're pretty excited about a new bull to release in Australia called HF Sentinel 238M, and a bull that we've been watching for some time. We've just received his first run of genomics here in Australia, and we're going to be releasing him here for the spring. And you see all the bulls, you see all the pedigree, you see all the data happening, and can you tell us about Sentinel and what we should be expecting from his cow family and what makes him so exciting?
Yeah, for sure, Vaughn, and he was a really interesting bull, and of course he's a young sire, right? So we're basing a lot more on genomics and phenotype and his actual stats and data, but he was a bull that really piqued my interest going through Hamilton's when he sold a year ago in their spring bull sale, and he was a really interesting bull from a standpoint of lots of muscle shape. And he's a real Cabanese bull, and his figures really show that Cabanese, but he's not your typical Cabanese bull because he's got a lot of grunt and a lot of grow to him. And it was really nice to see that his Australia figures with your initial genomics, in the Australia data set, really does mirror his North American data set. He's a high-ranking Cabanese bull in both North America and Australia, as well as low birth, really does the 2, 4, and 600 rankings really well. And we see that, the same in his North America, but he did it phenotypically as well. Thing that really, then when I got looking at it a lot further into him, you really had to love his mother. She's just a stout, easy-doing, tanky type of a cow. She's got some scale to her and a little bit of a different pedigree. She goes back to that good high-powered U2 Shameless bull, and then out of a real stellar Baldrige Bronc. So I think his foot scores, his claw and angle, they rank really right up there in North America. So I think you'll see that come through well. And where I see that bull fit, where he really fits is if you've got a group of high IMF heifers or cows that you want to control some birth weight on and yet still keep the grunt in them, does really well on EMA, but really ticks the boxes on carcass weight. That's where I think this bull really fits. Protect him some on IMF, and he'll do the rest for you.
Hope you enjoyed the presentation. If you'd like to know more information about these sires and anyone else in our catalogue, please don't hesitate to reach out to myself or anyone in the CMEX team. Enjoy the rest of 2026, and we'll talk soon.
Dunoon Verdict V025. Really excited by this youngster that we picked up earlier this year at the Dunoon 2026 Autumn Bull Sale. Now, Verdict was used pretty heavily as a pre-joining sire before the sale, and we saw a lot of potential in him, and we're really excited by the way he's growing out. He's an elite landfall signature son. You can see him here on your screen, and just loving the way this bull is developing. We'll have a new photo later this spring of him, and we're really excited. In many respects, he does remind me of a young landfall Newground, just in the way that he moves around the paddock and he holds himself. He's just got that presence about him. The cool thing about this bull is his scintillating data profile, and certainly drew a lot of attention after we bought the bull. Big time calving ease and a whopping birth weight to growth spread. You throw in some elite numbers like top 1% for scrotal, huge milk, then you get to the carcass numbers, big AMA, and whopping 6 for IMF. This is a bull that, if you put all these traits into Angus Australia, only one bull's ever going to pop up, and that is Dunoon Verdict. He is one of a kind on data, and I love the way this young bull's growing out. Keep your eye on him this spring and give him a double.
Well, we're back again, and the next bull we're going to talk about is Spry's Union. This is a new bull for us in 2026, and we're excited to have him in the stables. Union topped the 2025 Spry's Bull Sale, selling to Gilmandyke Angus. He has a great combination of phenotype, pedigree, and balanced data. A slightly larger framed bull, he's a powerful, longer bodied bull. Union offers excellent muscle expression, depth of body, and natural softness. With an excellent skin and hair type, he moves really freely and is a very docile animal. He's a kind of style, balance and structural integrity that works in the paddock, but it also works when they're hanging on the hook. Backed by the avid-consistent Nightingale cow family, his dam, S588, is a long-bodied, larger frame female with an excellent teat and udder size underneath her. Grand Dam was Gerald's prize selection at the Kalana Dispersal, and being a daughter of the influential donor Kalana Nightingale D136, who was purchased by Mandaean Angus. On the top side, Union has the proven ardent Angus donor Blackbird Q4, offering a large maternal pedigree on both sides of his pedigree. With pedigree strength, balanced data, and impressive physical presence, Spry's Union represents the modern Angus we look to source, combining phenotype, performance, maternal backing, all drive profitability in any herd.
We're here at KO Angus with Tim Lord in sunny Bowral, New South Wales, and we've just been through some uppercut heifers, looking at these yearling heifers. Tim, is that right? Yearlings?
Yep, W spring heifers.
Yep, yeah, and literally to the day, they're yearlings. 20 odd heifers in this mob.
Yep.
And out of a mob of what, 100 odd heifers or something?
Yeah, 98.
Yeah. And tell me, what do you think about how the uppercut bulls go? And I think they've shaped up the temperament's been awesome to deal with for this video.
Yeah, really good. Really happy with the outcome of the bull, Rob. Obviously, love the low birth, high growth, short gestation, the structure of the cattle, the temperament. I think there's a lot of outcomes that are very positive of the bull.
Yeah, they seem to be in the mix for growth and stretch and length through that front end. They're pretty clean made sort of heifers.
Very showy and fancy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think he's doing a real good job. Structure's been pretty good to this point. It's hard to tell, but
just from the claw shape we saw on these heifers, really happy.
Just on the hard, they look good, don't they?
Really happy. Yep. We've used him over multiple years with the autumn and spring programs, and we've gone back and used the bull on the strength of these heifers for our sale joinings. We just think that the buyers will see these cattle and then obviously probably be happy to buy more pregnancies by the bull just on the strength of these cattle alone. So.
Yeah, I think they have a lot of market appeal, these uppercuts.
Definitely.
I think the Suns will sell pretty easy. That's going to be a no-brainer
Yep.
going forward. But speaking of selling, complete dispersal end of the year.
3rd and 4th of December, the whole herd's up for sale.
Yeah, look out. And these heifers are in that.
These group of W spring heifers will lead the sale. They'll be the first group of cattle that sell on day one of the spring herd.
Yeah, right. The biggest group of uppercut females in particular to sell probably in the country already. And
And
there's
probably
some pretty high-numbered heifers in here too, isn't there?
And probably the first of the uppercuts to sell, daughters in the country.
Daughters, yeah.
There's heifers are up to 6 for IMF in this group and indexing in the top 1% of the breeds. So.
Yeah, awesome. No, it's been a long program and it's probably a shame to see it disperse, but it'll be a pretty exciting couple of days, I think, and we look forward to seeing you there.
Good to see you.
Yep, and you guys too. Thank you.
One of the major roles that ABS plays in the industry is sorting through an extensive range of US genetics to bring the absolute best of the best to the table for Australian and New Zealand producers. We believe we found an absolute outstanding bull this year in Brown JR Damascus. He's a truly exciting young sire out of the Jones Ranch in Texas that we believe will have a hugely positive impact on the Australian population. Now you'll see the bull himself. He's an exceptionally clean-fronted youngster with good length of body, a strong head, a proper tail set, standing on good boned structure. Now, while the bull himself is an extremely exciting prospect, the thing that has got us in our bubble very, very excited is the dam of Damascus. Brown JR Barbara is one of the most exceptional cows we have seen out of the US, arguably since the likes of Baldridge Isabella Y69. The cow herself is a truly powerful Angus female, displaying exceptional femininity and great skin type. Down in Texas, in high humidity, she displayed one of the best coats and skin types we've seen on an Angus female in generations. Now, the herd of cows at the JR Ranch was truly impressive to see. Seen with Damascus's dam was also her full sister, who is arguably an absolute pea in the pod to Damascus's dam. The rest of the cow herd was beautifully structured, really good temperamented, and beautiful skin type throughout. If you're trying to make exceptional females to push your herd forward in terms of long-lasting, productive females and bulls that go out and create progeny for your clients, this is a bull to not overlook. We truly believe that the demand for Damascus will be exceptionally high this spring, and he is going to be a true positive influencer on herds in Australia going forward.
At Transover, we believe progress is built through partnerships. For more than 45 years, we've worked alongside producers to accelerate genetic advancement and create lasting value. With flexible options from satellite locations across Australia and on-centre services at our Victorian base facility. Not forgetting our mobile laboratory. IVF is more accessible than ever. Transover, make more of your best.
Well, welcome back. I hope you've enjoyed the first lineup of bulls this evening. We've got 13 bulls to go, and what we've seen already has been fantastic. The bulls tonight were chosen at random, so there's no particular order. Hopefully you'll still see some great genetics coming up. Whether you've found something already on your notepad, keep it handy. There might be something more to come, so we hope you enjoy this next section of another 13 bulls.
If you're looking for a new bull to pull the trigger on this spring, Poss Remington is the sire you've been waiting for. Remington is the complete package. He combines powerful muscle shape, tremendous length of body and neck extension, and structural correctness with the presence, masculinity, and style of a genuine herd sire. He's the kind of bull that demands your attention every single time he enters the paddock. Phenotypically, he's an absolute standout, with exceptional claw shape and mobility. He moves like a cat and has all the presence of a breed-leading sire. Behind every great sire is a great dam, and Remington is backed by one of the most influential donor females in the Poss program, Poss Blue Blood 6502. Combined with his unique outcross pedigree, Remington offers an opportunity to inject fresh genetics throughout your herd. While his phenotype certainly turns heads, Remington's proof is already on the ground in the US. Wes Timon from CK6 Consulting described Remington daughters as some of the best in the breed today, with excellent udders, ideal teat size, tremendous rib shape and body capacity. It's not often a bull's data improves with age, but Remington continues to do exactly that, with real-world progeny performance and proven results driving his figures even higher across the US. Remington ranks in the top 25% for 11 key traits, including calving ease, growth, carcass weight, feed efficiency, claw shape, and all breeding indexes. And the story of Poss Remington is only just beginning here in Australia. Remington calves are currently hitting the ground across Australian herds as we speak, and excitement continues to build around what this sire can contribute to the breed. The early feedback from Australian breeders is already creating excitement. Tom Lawson from Paringa Livestock reports that the first Remington calves have come early, easy, and that they're attractive calves. Powerful, proven, and profitable, Poss Remington is locked, loaded, and ready to fire. If you're ready to take your breeding program to the next level this spring, Remington is ready to lead the way.
The widespread success of Basin Jamison across the US and now in Australia is already well documented. And if you're looking for the best Jamison son, well, you may as well go back to where it all started. Basin Black Barrel, a sire that ABS picked up recently in the US spring sales out of Basin Angus. He was the top selling bull, and the thing I love most about this bull is arguably not even the bull himself, it's his dam. GDAR Black Cap Lady. I got to see her a couple of weeks ago on my tours through the States, and she is just such a phenomenal animal. She's deep, square and wide, with a near perfect foot and udder composition. And you can see her here on your screen. She just moves across the paddock like a black panther. She's silky skinned and I just love her. And her influence in the US is already well known, and she's fast becoming one of the most notable cows in the US at present. Now to the bull himself. What a tremendous young sire. Great head, really good neck extension, clean fronted, and tracks along beautifully. I love the depth of body in this bull, and he's just chock full of red meat from tail to pins all the way down to his hocks. Good feet and an excellent disposition. We'll have Australian data on this bull pretty soon, but if you're looking for a good young Jamison son, I reckon this is the best one that's come up yet.
This next bull is a pretty exciting Australian acquisition. I'm joined by Tim Wright. It's a new bull called Cluden Yuri Van Wilder, a name that was from Peter's favourite movie. This is a new bull that we're pretty excited about. Tim and I got to inspect a couple of weeks ago. Tim, when I first saw the bull, what probably struck me was his beautiful head. His beautiful, kind eye. He's probably about as docile a bull, I reckon, as I've ever seen. What sort of grabbed you when we went and had a look at the bull? On him when we sort of first walked up on him, you know, in the
Oh, look, I
pasture
mean,
there.
Dale, he's an eye-catching bull. He's one of those bulls that stands out from, you know, as you first lay eyes on him. He's got plenty of muscle shape. You know, his feet and legs are exceptional. He's got plenty of scrotal. You know, he's got that L519 in that maternal sort of line, and just a beautiful, well-made, deep bull, really.
Yeah.
I think, you know, he's a 4 marbling bull, and yeah, he's very exciting.
Yeah, he's kind of a carcass bull, you know, but he's got exceptional feet, he's got exceptional docility, he's got exceptional scrotal, so he kind of, you know, bucks the trend a little bit on that. He was a real high-profile acquisition, and I know Peter Collins, who's a really well-respected cattle judge, you know, he messaged me about the bull and he said, I think I found one.
Yeah.
You know, he's real big on the bull. So we're really excited about, you know, the future of this bull going forward.
Cluny Range Up and Coming is another bull that has really exceeded expectations. We sold out of semen at the end of autumn, but have since restocked through Wise Repro. Before that, he was joining cows for Yo-Yo Trading Company near Clara Creek, Queensland. He will now head down to TLG for export collection and sex semen. He is a bull with tremendous stretch and power, used heavily in the Cluny Range program and now by seed stock herds in every state of Australia. He's incredibly sound and docile, and he moves that big, powerful body around like a cat with incredible length, depth and width. He has a pedigree littered with some of Australia's best proven sires, including L519 and Equator. The data set is hard to match and wonderfully balanced. Outstanding birth to growth spread with short gestation length and responsible mature cow weight with high body condition. Above average milk with elite scrotal and days to calving. His docility and structural traits could not be better, and his carcass traits are perfectly balanced. Neutral fats with carcass weight, EMA and IMF all in the top 30% of the breed. This bull is not just up and coming anymore, he is here and leading the industry forward, achieving excellent outcomes for breeders, especially around calving ease, docility and structure.
So the next bull we want to speak about tonight is a bull called Post Pursuit, Ryan. Now this is a pretty high profile acquisition from last year, a bull that a lot of people got real excited about. I know you've spoken to Danny and Nolan about this bull. I saw the interview with them, and I know Danny messaged me about the bull and was real excited about the calves. He's elite on the Australian database now for a lot of traits, foot quality, growth. You know, what are your thoughts on Pursuit as we roll down?
He's one of the most talked about bulls in the industry right now. I mean, it's one of the first bulls that come up when we're out visiting ranchers, but also when we get calls. I mean, it's one of the first bulls they mention, especially if they've used the bull. They're very excited about the calves. I mean, those calves have some early shape to them, some early mass, stoutness, and some of that extra look. And that's kind of what we expected. He's pretty physically impressive himself, with a lot of extra muscle mass and performance, really good foot quality. We've talked a lot about the cow. She's very impressive. I mean, they didn't even start flushing her, you know, till later in life. She's got a very impressive ratio record, high weaning ratio, really good udder, really good feet on the cow as well. So you just love all those things that he kind of brings to the table. The one thing I'll add is for the first half of this year, he is number 2 for sales at Select Sires. So he's off and running and doing a tremendous job.
Yeah, I think a bull that's just going to continue to see heavy use in Australia. I know a lot of people have put him into their programs, and a lot of people ask me about when are you going to see the Pursuit calves. You know, we want to see some photos, and you know, we really want to know how they're performing. So I think he's potentially going to be one of our high sellers as well.
Well, look, we're back again for our final bull this evening. The last bull we're going to talk to you about is a bull that I came back from the US in March rather high on, and one I believe that may have been missed a little bit. This is Basin True Value. He's a new sire for us in 2025, and back in March when I saw him again, he looked bloody awesome. Very sound and a complete bull with a touch more frame than the average US bull. Saw his first sons just before the sale at Basin, and they met demand and created a lot of interest. They were very safe, well-balanced sire group with plenty of eye appeal. Guys have started to pick up on True Value, especially after inspecting him themselves and the sons and first calving daughters they've seen in the US. True Value is a calving ease bull with exceptional length, depth, combined with structurally correct and a really functional build. He's very docile with a great foot underneath him. Unique pedigree, it stacks generations of the Basin Rainmaker genetics. His dam, Lucy 1177, is now a donor within the Basin program, producing True Value naturally as a first calf heifer. He's a double bred to the renowned cow maker Rainmaker 4404, and I think we'd all expect True Value to sire exceptional daughters. With the new maternal traits out in the US, True Value actually comes in the top 15% for both teat and udder quality, and he's also in the top 20% for functional longevity. He's not extreme in any single trait, but very few bulls can rival his balanced data set. If you search on Angus Tech for above breed average for calving ease, gestation length, birth weight, 2, 4, 600 day growth, milk and scrotal, docility, EMA, carcass weight and IMF with claw, he's one of very, very few AI sires that come up. But more importantly, he's actually the only American AI sire currently available. When you apply a bit more pressure to those traits he excels a bit more in, he's the only animal in the breed that can match it. If any of those traits we've just listed are important to you, and you haven't considered True Value, you've missed the trick, so don't miss him here for the 2026 spring breeding program. That's going to wrap it up for us for Breeder Genetics this year. We've got plenty of other bulls we always like to talk about, so please give me a call, or if you're in New Zealand, get on to Graham. He's just looked at a lot of bulls, so get in touch with him. We hope to have our spring sire directory out very soon with all the latest data and progeny updates, and we might even slip a couple more bulls in there yet too. I hope you've enjoyed your evening, and I look forward to catching up with you all really soon. Cheers.
Well, Aaron, the first bull I want to talk about tonight is Boyd Cast Iron by Keneally Commerce sire and out of Boyd Abigail 1306 cow. What can you tell me about this calving ease sire?
So Cast Iron Lockie is one of the most impressive Angus bulls that we've identified in the last couple of years, particularly when you're talking about his phenotype. The bull is as such an impressive presence to him. He's big-footed, stout-featured, comes to you with a big chest floor. He's got a huge rib cage in him. He's big-hipped and wide tracking. And what makes the bull so unique is he's a calving ease, heifer-safe bull in that kind of package. And you pair up the maternal behind the bull, the calving ease, and the build of the bull. Boyd Cast Iron is one unique individual.
Absolutely, and you can certainly see that in his progeny here in the US. They certainly hit the ground running with his growth figures.
Yes, he's solidified himself as a heifer-safe bull this year. His calves have a unique look to them. You can pick them out in the pasture. I use Cast Iron in my own herd. The heifers are fancy and feminine. The bulls are stout and masculine. They look really, really good. I think the bull's got an incredible future to him.
Absolutely, and it's one that I'm very excited about this spring.
So Ryan, the next bull we'd really like to have a chat about is a bull called SAV Beneficial, a real high profile bull out of the SAV program. A real foot improver, again a bull that really fits the mould, fits what we're trying to do. Real maternal made bull, a bull that I know Brent Thiel is real big on. A bull that has had some use back home on our initial shipment. I think we sold that out actually. What can you tell us about SAV Beneficial?
Yeah, you kind of nailed it, Dale. I mean, we Brent, myself, and John Herrick as well went through those bulls, and we were kind of looking for a Badger son. There's a lot of things that Badger does that kind of helps the industry in terms of improving foot quality, muscle shape, and last year when we were at Schaaf's, those Badger bred heifers were pretty impressive, and so we identified Beneficial as what we thought is the best Badger son, maybe the most complete. He offers a little more calving ease than his sire, probably just a little smoother made, but still has that exceptional muscle shape and foot quality to go along with it. And so he's a bull that we just really feel like is going to kind of improve phenotype, add body density, add muscle shape, and improve that foot quality.
Yeah, sure. And a bull that Kelly's big on as well.
Yes. Yep.
So
using pretty hard and tying back into to kind of help move forward with the Badger line.
Yeah. Again, a bull that I think really suits what we're trying to do. So I mean, we get a lot of feedback at home about foot quality, so it's something that we've really focused on. We probably sound like a broken record, but we just really want to bang on about foot quality. So a bull that really fits the mold.
Hits that mark.
Yep, for sure. Well, I guess that kind of wraps us up, Tim. We've highlighted 4 of our, really great up-and-coming new bulls, but obviously our bull team, we feel like we've got one of the strongest bull teams in the industry, and we're only trying to make it better every day. So certainly feel free to reach out to Tim or myself or anyone from Worldwide Size about our lineup. And thanks for joining us on the Angus Australia Spring Bull Night.
Well, Aaron, to wrap up tonight, the last bull I want to talk about is Poss Longbow, a Clarity son out of a Sunrise cow. What can you tell me about this bull?
Yeah, Lockie. So Longbow is a bull that we found on a genetic sort a couple of years ago. It actually sold as a yearling bull in Poss's sale as a flush of brothers that was very well received. Longbow sold to a commercial producer in Nebraska who had identified him originally. We did some sorts for some things that we were looking for in our lineup, and Longbow came to the top of that sort. So we came out and offered to acquire Longbow from the commercial producers in Nebraska, and it's been a great ride so far.
Absolutely. The thing that comes to mind with Poss Longbow is his EMA and IMF.
Yes, he's got an outstanding genetic profile. In the US data system, he reads incredible across his genetic script. So he's calving ease, high for growth, really good for his carcass traits, really good for his maternal traits. He's actually over 2 for marbling in the US system, which puts him well into the top 1% of the breed for IMF. He's actually a unique bull in his indexes in the US system, in that he's top 1% for dollar maternal, dollar beef, and dollar combined. And so to be top 1% for all 3 of those indexes, plus the phenotype he brings, the pedigree he brings forth, Longbow's a pretty unique bull.
Absolutely. Definitely one to watch out for this spring. Well, Aaron, it's been a pleasure getting the insight on all the bulls here at ST Genetics, and it's been a pleasure catching up.
It's been a pleasure hosting you, Lockie. Thanks for coming to the US.
Thank you. Well, that concludes the 2026 Angus Australia Spring Bull Night. Thank you for watching, and if you have any inquiries, please do not hesitate to give the team at ST Genetics a call, and we look forward to working with you this spring.
Millamurra Tiny Dancer T438 continues to impress as one of the best proven Angus sires, bringing together elite phenotype, structural integrity and proven performance in a package that is resonating with both seed stock and commercial herds across Australia. A powerful, well-balanced bull, Tiny Dancer combines exceptional structure, natural thickness and overall functionality with the style and correctness that breeders admire. His outstanding foot and claw quality have remained a feature as he has matured, reinforcing confidence in his longevity and ability to leave sound, functional progeny. Tiny Dancer is proven for weaning weight, carrying a strong 200-day growth figure of +59. His docility is another standout trait. Genomic predictions for temperament have only become stronger as more progeny data has been recorded, and he currently sits at +42 for docility. His pedigree is backed by the highly respected Abigail cow family through Millamurra Abigail Q211 and Millamurra Abigail M293. Generations of productive females recognised for fertility, soundness and consistency. Quality of his progeny is already attracting attention. His first sons will be offered at the 2026 Millamurra Angus Bull Sale. His first daughters are also attracting attention. Ben Nevis Geranium W332 displays the femininity, balance and structural correctness that breeders value in future breeding females. For breeders looking to improve type, structural soundness and overall functionality without sacrificing performance, Tiny Dancer offers a balanced genetic package. With more than 300 progeny recorded and many more to come, Tiny Dancer is a sire whose influence is only just beginning. That's a snapshot of our top sires for Spring 2026. For a full lineup of Angus bulls, please refer to our Spring catalogue, the Genetics Australia website or our online semen listing on Angus Tech and get in touch with one of our friendly team. We hope tonight has given you a closer look at the exciting genetics we have available this season and the opportunities they can create within your herd. Thank you for joining us, and from everyone at Genetics Australia, we wish you a successful spring and a great breeding season ahead. Good night.
Now, a bull that needs no introduction to the ABS lineup in Dunoon Sunstone. I first inspected this bull in February this year and was immediately enamoured by the exceptional length of body on this animal. I truly believe there is no bull that displays as much length in the Angus breed as Dunoon Sunstone. Now, with his mature shot coming out last month, it's truly exceptional to see how much depth and length of body this bull produces. Now, being that large and powerful, to display the carving ease characteristics that this bull does is truly exceptional. Now look at his carcass data. With a 13.6 EMA, 4.8 IMF and fats in the top 30% of the breed, there's not many bulls that display this kind of scope and power and can deliver a data profile like that for you. Now, docility is one of the fundamental parts of the Angus breed, and this is a true improver. His sons and daughters are an absolute delight to inspect, with lots of progeny hitting our screens over the coming months, with spring sales for bulls, and daughters are an absolute delight to inspect. With good supply and a reduction in price, there's never been a better time to uptake Dunoon Sunstone this spring. Now, repeat usage is one of the makers that a bull is doing a great job for the industry. Sunstone would be one of our highest repeat usage bulls over the last few seasons. That's all from the ABS team here tonight. We really appreciate your time in joining us. Any questions, please reach out to any of the ABS Beef team members. We really wish you all the very best with your spring joining season coming forward. Thank you.
Hey folks, we're at the pointy end of the evening and can't wait to jump into a bull that's absolutely blown my phone up this year so far. Paringa Statesman S115. Just an awesome power individual, and we got this new footage of him here this winter. We couldn't resist. Even though it's a really wet track there at Pathfinder, he still gets through his movement so well, holds his top up and gets his head up and covers the ground like he absolutely owns the joint. A bull with plenty of mass and power and ham in that back third. Also, beautiful feet on the bull. I think he's actually a claw improver. Neat and tight in the sheath. The docility is really good as well. Where Statesman's really starting to make his mark though is the sons. 2 or 3 sons in AI already. Sons of top sales already. And I think he's a bull that we haven't probably seen for a while, maybe since bulls like L519, 38 Special or Beast Mode that can just produce son one after the other and top sales across the board. The daughters are pretty good too. We're seeing some 2-year-old daughters just come into milk at a few places around the country, and they are soft, easy keeping young cows, middle of the road for frame. Beautiful long forerunners, ideal teat placement and enough milk to make these strong, sappy sort of calves underneath them. Semen demand has been really high on the bull as well. So as of the 1st of September, his price will go to $65 a straw with no discounts. The phone has blown up, as I said, but the demand, it's pretty easy to see why when you've got you know, some of the bigger type guys in the breed ringing me wanting semen, you know, because they need to add a little bit more muscle or add a bit of length and keep the feet and keep the docility. Then you also got the guys that are chasing performance. You know, they want more EMA, more fat, more marbling, keep the feet, keep the docility. They're ringing up and ordering semen on Statesman as well. So what an awesome bull he is. He's been a treat to have. He's probably grown slowly and was never a really big high demand bull at the start, but certainly got into his work now and making his mark across the breed, and I expect this bull to be around for a long time and be a household name. But that's about it from us tonight at Agrigene. We thank Angus Australia for the initiative of putting on the bull night. It's good to get through all these bulls and give you as much information we can on our young sires. There's also some more bulls that we haven't covered tonight that there is plenty of information on, so feel free to shout out to myself or Chris McElroy and talk anything bulls, agriculture, anything except probably El Nino. Ripper, thanks for joining us. I'm going to be off to the pub. Good night.
Well, thanks for joining us tonight. That's a wrap of the 2026 Spring Bull Night. I hope that you found something that's very suitable for your Angus breeding operation to fulfil your breeding objectives this spring. If you have, I encourage you to dig into Angus Tech. Find out all that you can on the bulls. We've got our new Angus genetic EBVs. Look into those. We are very thankful for all the people behind the scenes that put tonight on. We acknowledge the semen companies, our staff, all the people doing the video work. Thank you for helping us get this together to give you the best and most up-to-date information. The Angus breed is in a great position going forward. The Angus premium is strong. The support from our beef processors is strong. We look forward to a good spring season. We hope you get some moisture where you need it. And thank you again for joining. Have a look at Matesill this year. If you want to really put some grunt in your herd and push the boundaries with genetic gain, contact one of our staff and talk through how to use Matesill in your operation. Anyway, thank you for joining us. There's a range of tools and help at Angus Australia. Anytime, reach out to our staff. Great to have you on, and we wish you all the best with your joinings this spring.